Hi, everybody. Welcome to officially the week one introduction to integrating technology into the classroom. As always, I want to start with a land acknowledgement, where we acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Wendat, the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, Métis, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. I wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently the Mississaugas of the Credit River. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and I am grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. Our overarching question for the course is, what impact will technology have on your role as a classroom teacher? When we think about technology, one of the things we have to think about is, what is it that we mean when we refer to technology? This is a picture of a captive Hawaiian crow, and it's using a stick tool to extract food. And so this would be an animal using a tool or technology. This is not what we mean in this course. When we think about technology from our perspective, we're thinking about digital technology such as a computer or a mobile device. Kohler and Mishra and Kane describe these technologies as these opaque objects that we really don't understand their inner workings. Some of us may, of course, within the course, but as they become more and more advanced, they become harder and harder to know. It's the black box. But they are usable in many different ways. You probably saw a number of technologies used in your own practicum. I'm asking you to share some of those by using the QR code that's here in order to be able to answer what different technologies within Mentimeter. After you have posted your own results, then you can use the link that is in the stream in order to see what everybody else has also said. When you reflect on the different technologies that have been used, you might have noticed that some of them changed the attitudes, behaviors, the feel of the class, and some of those changes were more positive than others. Why do you think that happened? Take a moment and I encourage you to reflect on what it is about those technologies that changed the whole behavior of the class. When we think about the technologies that we choose in the classroom, they can have a huge impact on our students' identities. Understanding that a student identity can be thought of consisting of several different domains, like their competence or their belief in their ability to succeed, the recognition, so being recognized by others as being capable, their interests, so their experience and their motivation to engage, and their past performance, or which is like their past level of success. When we choose a technology, then we are choosing to impact their identities. And so when you think about the technologies that you've seen used in the practicum, that gives you maybe a starting point to think about why it is that it shifted the feel of the class for some students in some directions and for others in perhaps very different directions. This week, the reading that we will be looking at comes from Media Smarts, which is Canada's Centre for Digital and Media Literacy. And we are looking at Young Canadians in a Wireless World, Phase 4, Life Online. It's a fairly meaty document, goes through a lot of statistics, looking at a range of ages of students and their experiences with technology. I'm going to ask that we focus on older students, so from around 12 years of age through 17, so not looking at the primary or the junior school age students within the document. The first part of the document does an overview of the study and talks about the methods from a research perspective. It's quite interesting about how it is that they designed it, and then goes through a series of really some statistical information about what kinds of technology and what online platforms students are using. And you can see that that's the primary or the initial portion of the document. I'm going to ask that we start focusing on the document from at school and looking at what's happening in a school environment. If you have the time, then I encourage you to read the preliminary information because it gives you a little more context about the students and what kind of technology it is that they are using. So it sort of helps to understand what it is that they're doing at school. When you head into Perusal, you'll see that delineation. So when you click to work on the assignment, then you can see that it right away it is going to jump to later on in the document. So starting on page 30. In our Google Classroom, if you then go to classwork, you should now be able to see the week 1 assignment within our Google Classroom. And so if you click on that and you click to view instructions, then you should be able to see the assignment that is there for you. You'll be able to add your summary. And again, remember, you're going to be using the Google App Board, Choice Board, in order to decide how it is you're going to summarize your information. And then you can mark it as done, and then I will see that it is submitted. A reminder that this is due on Friday, July 7th at midnight, so 11:59 p.m. And you are encouraged to, again, make sure you have all of your social annotations done in Perusal by Wednesday so that other people are able to also comment and you can share a discussion in there. So as we're thinking about our introduction to integrating technology in the classroom, really our question that we are focusing on is the following. What is it that compels teachers to consider whether or how they can or should integrate technology into their teaching? I have some additional readings that I have done this week, which you are not expected to complete, but if you're interested, then here they are. And so you're more than welcome to explore those if you have time and interest in order to do so. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing what we're posting. Again, I will have a session on Tuesday next week. If you are interested and you want to stop in and you need some more clarification, and so that will be through Zoom. And again, you can find that information in our course syllabus, and that link is for you here. And so the meeting ID and the passcode, and again, that will be from 12:15 to 12:45 on Tuesday. Have a great long weekend, and I look forward to meeting you all online, and welcome to the class.